So yesterday when I was going into Silver City, I met this cyclist Charlie, and he's a retired gentleman who's a big outdoors fan and cyclist. So when I met him the first time, he said, "Hey, you know, come over at my place. I have a spare guest room that you can use." And well, at that time I didn't know if I'll have the opportunity to do that, because I was actually planning on staying in the hiker hostel called Triple Crown Hostel. Sadly, that place is no longer open. So as I mentioned it earlier in the vlog, I heard that information from others, but when I got into Silver City yesterday, I found out that it was shut. So lucky enough, or fortunate enough, fate worked out in my favor, and I managed to get hold of Charlie and take him up on his offer to stay at his place. So his wife Margaret and him were my trail angels. First trail angels for the trail, lovely people, and I guess that's what the experience is all about. Meeting the local people, share your story, hear their story out, and it's just I don't know, weirdly enough, things just lined up like that. Did not plan for it, did not want to be a burden to anybody, but at the end everything lined up, so I had to take him up on the offer, and I did. So I had a nice meal, shower, wash my clothes, rest, rehydrated, rested my feet, definitely feeling better, slept really well, and I feel strong and fresh getting back on the trail today to crack up some more miles. And well, that's gonna be 10, at least 25-mile days from here all the way to Pinetown. It's gonna be my longest continuous stretch ever out in the outdoors, as far as I remember. Yeah, no access to civilization, so 10 days. Woohoo! Hey guys, Moonshine here. So I'm hiking out of Silver City. I'm already on Bear Mountain Road, and that's a dirt road walk. It's part of the trail. It's the original CDT. There's another CDT alternate called Walnut Creek, and that actually starts from like downtown Silver City. But I'm gonna reveal the surprise now. So basically, when I was doing my CDT research and all that, and as most of you know, there is a lot of CDT alternates still part of the actual Continental Divide Trail, but not the original route. And due to the record snow year this year, the Gila River is extremely potent with a lot of water flow. So lastly, when I checked, which was yesterday, the 28th of March, there was 400 cubic feet of water flow down the river. I don't understand much of that, but spoke to some guys from the local outdoor shops, and they advised me that that's a pretty heavy flow, and crossing it's gonna be time-consuming task, potentially risky. And with my experience from the Sierras on the PCT in 2017 and the water crossings there, water crossings are not a fun thing to do. So the surprise is I decided to hike the original CDT on that particular section of the trail and go through the Black Range route. So what does that mean? Well, I'll tell you what, that means 250 miles without stop to Pie Town, 50 pounds backpack, 10 days of food, and potentially 2 dry stretches of about 20 and 23 miles without any reliable water source within those stretches. So it's gonna be fun. At least that's how I'm looking at it at the moment. I hope it's gonna stay that way. And well, I'll keep you posted on how things go. I don't know if I'll see any other human beings out there, but hey, we'll see what happens. There might be another crazy head out there like me. Well, wish you best of luck, and I'll tell you how it is. Maybe just to show you another part of the CDT, and that's gonna be the Black Range up ahead, all the way to Pie Town. Well, see you on the trail, guys. Happy trails. Alright guys, here's the junction. So Gila River, whatever. I mean, the water alternate back there, and the original CDT just out there. Well, I guess I know where I'm going. See you there in 10 days. Morning guys, hope you're all doing well. I'm not too bad, I guess. I made it out of Silver City around 1 PM yesterday, and I think managed to crack up 16 miles out of it to the first water source, because really there's nothing in between. Well, there's nothing on the way out of Silver City on the original CDT route. I don't know about the Walnut Creek alternate, but the original one has its first water source around 15 miles out. It's called Creek and Pools. It had really good water flow, nice, clear, cold and tasty. So I suppose that's going to be there for a little bit more. And made camp there last night. Took a little stroll to the nearby monastery. They do have water there, so in a really dry season it's a little bit of a trek up there, but at least there's a reliable water source up on top. Couldn't see anybody around. I think they might have been having their like evening prayer time. I was there around 7 PM. But yeah, made it to camp, rested, slept well. My legs and feet starting to feel better and better every day. Well, I'm taking anti-inflammatory pills to keep any irritation down, and it seems like it's working out. So good start today. It's already like almost 10 miles into the hike, and it's kind of exciting though, because I made it the first 5 miles to the next water source called Bear Creek. That was also flowing well, but in the peak season I think it's gonna be out. However, at the time it will still flow decent enough pools of water, but it's nice and clear, cold and tasty. So from then I have almost 22 miles stretch without any water on it. So I'm currently hiking it. I loaded up 4 liters of water on my pack, and together with the 40 pounds of gear and 10 days of food, it's a hairy carry. It doesn't feel as heavy as I expected it to feel, but on the uphills there were a few of those out there as I was hiking that morning, and it made me sweat a little bit here and there. So it's feeling good. I'll keep it posted. So I'm heading to the Supilion campground. That's a reliable water source, so I'm gonna make camp there and rehydrate so I can head out the next morning. I suppose I haven't looked into it properly, but the next day should be fine on water. At least the water source is fairly stretched, and the big one, which is 23 miles, it's like somewhere up north. So I'll keep you posted. Happy trails. Alright, first sights of snow just nearby Black Peak. It's about 8,000 feet of elevation, or 2,700 meters. Nice. Morning, guys. Well, I guess that's day 9, March 31st. So was that 22nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, day 10. Losing track of time already. I guess that's a good thing. So I made it safely to Supilion campground yesterday. No issues with the water. But funny thing is, when I got there, I couldn't find the water. There was loads of restrooms with spigots next to them, but some of them looked like they were new, some of them completely not. But I couldn't get water out of any of them. So there was a few RVs in the area and people camping, so I guess there must have been a working one. But before I found it, I met a couple just nearby that I asked for directions to a working water spigot, but they gave me half a gallon of water, so that pretty much sorted me for the night. And the next morning, until I got to a next water source along the trail. So actually on the other side of the road, just right after Supilion campground, it's Supilion Creek, and that runs for like miles. I hiked through that canyon. There was loads of water, good flow. I even had to like cross it several times. It wasn't too much of a biggie, but it was alright. So I'm just resting here and rehydrating. That's my water source back there. Can you see it? There. And that's gonna be my last water source for the next, I suppose, 22 miles. and it's already 11:30, so I gotta make it. So I'm gonna get cracking with those, and that's gonna put me at about like 30 plus 32 or 33 miles for the day. It's a push I'm not really like looking forward to do, but with the water here at well, the Black Range, I guess I should really take extra precautions and have enough water to make it through those dry stretches. But I guess the high elevation keeps it nice and cool, so I'm sweating less and losing liquids with a definitely slower pace, so that allows me to get through that stretch with just like 4 liters of water, not more. So I guess that's that. So I'll keep you posted, and it's actually very scenic. I love it. I actually really like that I chose that road rather than, well, I don't know what's the hill like, but it's very scenic, so I'm liking it and I'm making the most out of it. Well, see you out there.